Namaskar students. Today we will do Python revision 2. I am going to solve some practice paper for you. So let's start. Our first question is, which of the following is not a token? So we have 5 tokens in Python and here comment is not a token. Which of the following is not a valid identifier? According to identifier rule, we can't write uh, any digit at the starting position. So answer is D. Question number 3 is a special literal in Python. So we have a special literal, none in Python. A variable pointing to a value of a certain type can be made of to point to a value of different type. That is called dynamic typing. So in Python, we can write here like a is equal to 2 and after some time you can assign a different value to your variable of different type. So this is called dynamic typing in Python. Question number 5. A conversion is user-defined conversion that forces an expression to be specific type. So this is a user-defined conversion. So answer is explicit conversion. What will be the output of given statement if you will enter 9, a is equal to b is equal to int input. So basically you are giving this taking user input and you are assigning to the same a to a and b, so it will print 9 and 9 because we are entering 9 here. Next is, what will be the output of the given statement if you will enter 9, 7. And if we are entering 9 and 7 as a and B, and we are entering for two variable. So it will take your input and it will print 9 and 7. Next question is, the statement is used to terminate the loop or statement in which it is present. And options are pass, break, continue and all of the above. So for termination of statement, we will go with the break statement. Question number 9. The statement is opposite to the break statement. Instead of terminating the loop, it forces to execute the next iteration. So if we will use continue, it will go with the next iteration. Question number 10. The statement in Python is used when a statement is required synthetically but you do not want any command or code to execute. So our question is asking us which statement we will use in Python when the statement requires synthetically but you do not want to do any code of execution, so we will use pass statement. Question number 11. In a nested loop, a break statement terminate all the nested loops. So it is false. It will terminate only the current loop. Question number 12. Which of the following is a component of a variable? So all of the above, you can see a variable have a address, a variable have a value and a variable have a type, data type. So we will go with the all of the above. Next question, by using next function, you can check the value of a variable. So we will go with the print statement. By ID, you will find the address of your variable and the type that will give you data type. Question number 14, range function method is used to specify the length of a for in loop. So range function is used in a for loop, so it is true. What will be the output of the following if value is 6? So you can see we have different if statements, so it will check each and every statement and you are checking your remainder. So when you are giving here 6 modulus 2, it will give you true, and in 6 modulus 3 it will also true because remainder will be 0, so it will print BuzzFizz. In the next step it will go and check that it is it is true, so it will again print buzz, and in the next statement it will again go and it will print fizz. So it will print buzz fizz buzz fizz. So answer option is D is correct here. Next question, what will be the output of the given statement if the value of n is 6? So we have a if statement here in which you are checking again value is n is 6 here, so it will be true. Next statement will be true, so both are true, so it will print buzz fizz. And we have ellipse, so it will not go in the ellipse, because if it is true, so it will print only the one statement, and the answer buzz fizz only. Option A. Next question. What will be the output of the given statement if the value of n is 6? So we have again if statement, so it will execute only one. So if it is n is equal to 6, so it will be true, because of remainder will be 0, and it will print only buzz. So answer will be B. Next option, what will be the output of the now question number 18, what will be the output of the given statement? So we have a variable ans is equal to 0, and we have a range that will start with the 11 and it will go up to 19. Okay, now come to the first if statement. Here we have a if and else statement. So first time I will be 11, and it is true for the else part, because I modulus 11 modulus 2 is not it is false here. So it will come into a else part, and it will ans is equal to ans minus 2. It will do so here what will be ans value? First time your value of ans at 11, it will be 0 minus 2, that will be minus 2. In the at the time of 12, it will go into the if statement, because it is true here, and it will do 2 minus 2 plus 5 minus 2 plus 5, so it will be 3. And it will come here again in the else part when it is value of I is 13, and it will do minus 2, so it will do minus 2, and it will your value will be 3 minus 2, that is 1 at 413. Now for 14 it will go into the if part, and it will do your value of ans is 5 plus ans plus 5, so 1 plus 5, that will be 6 for 14. Now come to the 15, and it will do again minus 2, so for 15 your value of ans will be 6 minus 2, that is 4. Now come to the again 16. For 16 it is true, so it will do 4 plus 5, that is 9. Now again it will go into the else part, and 17 it will do ans is equal to ans minus 2, so it will be 7 for 17. Now come to the 18, and it will do ans plus 5, so that is ans plus 5 12, 7 plus 5 for 18. Now come to the 19. It will go 19 for also it will run, क्योंकि यहाँ पर we have 20 as a ending value. So it will go for the 19, and here it for 19 your value of ans is ans minus 2. So last value of ans is 12. So it will do 12 minus 2, that is 10. So option B is correct here. Now come to the question number 19 here. What will be the output of the given statement? ans is equal to 20, and we are taking a while loop, and here you are checking that, wait a minute, we will do dry run here. So here we have a initial value of ans is 20, and we are checking here first time 20 is less than 50. So it is true first time, and it will go into the loop. And again it will check for if else condition we have. So it will check that 20 modulus 10 is equal to 0, and it is true here. So it will go into the condition and do calculation ans is equal to ans plus 5. So your ans value will be 20 plus 5, that is 25. Now it will loop will again go and it will check for 25 is less than 50, condition is true, so it will come here and it will check for 25 modulus 10, condition is false, so it will go into the elif and it will check that modulus 5 is true, so it will add 10 here. So 25 plus 10, uh, that will be 35. So here it will be 35 ANS. Now come to the again here, it will check 35 is less than 50, condition is true, so it will come into the loop and here it will check for 10, it will be false, and again it will be true for 5 modulus 5. So here it will add 10 here, so it will be value of ANS will be 5. Now again it will check ANS is less than 50. So condition is true here and it will be come into the loop and check for 10. So it will be false. So it will come here for modulus 5. Condition will be true and it will add 10. So it value will be 55. So here again it will go into the condition for 55 is less than 50. Condition is false now. So it will come out from loop and it will print ANS. So answer will be 55. Now next question, creating a individual value from a tuple element is called unpacking. So if we are taking a tuple and we want to give a value to unpack your value, so you can unpack your value like this and it will unpack your value correspondingly. Read the following statement and find the output. Next question, read the following statement and find the output. So here we need to find the len of T1 and you can see here we have one data item as a tuple, next data item as a char value, this is an integer value, so answer will be 3. Question number 22. What will be the output of the given statement if the value of message is this one? So here we have a text, empty text, and we have a for loop. You will check for the loop. First time you are checking message, first value s will be compared is upper, no it is not upper, so it will go into the elif and it will check that yes it is lower, so it will convert into the uppercase. So you can see in the both option we have study and study, so up to study it will convert into the uppercase. At the 4, when it will come to the 4, it is not uppercase, lowercase, and it will come here at the else part and it will convert your 4 into the start, so you can go with the option A. Next question, read the following statement and find the output. So we have a list here. You are initializing value that is 7 here, first value, and with the n1 and n2, and you are checking for I in L. So first value of I will be 7. So 7 will be compared with the less than I, that is 7 first time. So first time n1 and n2 value we will compare here. So this is not true, so it will come here again, it will check because this is not elif, so it will again go with the n2 and n2 it will check n2 7 is greater than I, that is 7, so it is also false, so it will do nothing and it will go come again into the loop and it will check for 12. Now your value of I is 12 and your value of n1 is 7. So here it is true, so it will convert your value of n1 as a 12. So value of n1 will be now 12. Now come to the next if, and it will check again that 7 is greater than 12 or it is false, so it will do nothing. Now come to the again into the loop and it will check for 16 and it will check that 7, that is now 12. So 12 is n1 is now 12, so 12 is less than 16, condition is true, so your n1 will be replaced by the 16. And again it will check that your value n2 is currently 7 and it will check that 7 is greater than 16 and it is not true. Again it will go for the 5 and it will check that value of uh, 5. I is 5. So here your n1 is 16. 16 is less than 5. Condition is not true. It will come into the next if and it will check that 7 is greater than 5 and condition is true. So it will replace n2 as a 5. Last n2 is n1 is 16. Last n2 is currently here 5. Now again it will go with the n1 and n2. I'm writing here. Now it will go for the 4 and n1 will not be changed and here n2 will be compared with the 5 is less than 5 is greater than 4. Yes, condition true. So your n2 will be 4. Now again it will go for the 28 and it will check that 16 is less than 28. Condition is true. So it will convert your n1 into 28. Now again it will go for the next value, that is 25, and 25 is last value of n1 is 28. 28 is less than I 25. Condition is not true, and here it will check that 4 is greater than 25. It is also not true. So your last value of n1 and n2 will be 28 and 4. Option B will be right option. Next question, read the following statement, find the output. Again we have a list. We have a initial value of n is equal to n 7. So n is 7 here, and we are having a loop here, length of l minus 1. Your loop will be go, and you are changing value li plus 1 as a li. So you are basically doing replacement of first statement, first value to second value to first value. So all value will be replaced by this way, and in the last after this loop it will do your first value will be, that is your 7. So 7 will be placed at the last position, that is your last value, that is 7. So your option B is right here. Initially we have a value 7 12, so it will replace like this. 12 will be replaced by 6 7, and 16 12 5, it's like this, and at the last position your 7 will be placed. The last question is, read the following statement and find the output. So we have a list here and we are having a range, that is 0, and length of L is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 8 minus 1, that is 7, and we have a step value 2. So it will generate a list that will be 0, then it will skip 1 and it will next value will be 2 4 6, and it will stop here. Now you can see here we are making a swapping. It will swap your value, and it will swap your value first value with the second value. 12 will be replaced by 7, and 7 will be your first item. And at the 0 place you will find 12, then 7 5 and 16. So we have an answer here: 12 7 5 16 28 4 30 and 25. Option A is right here.